Hey y'all, I think you can see and hear me this time. Say hey girl, hey if you are tuning in and you can see and hear me. If that was it, reading is so fundamental, y'all. Now let me see. How do I get out of this brand business? Okay. Alrighty. So I think you can see and hear me. To the two people that are tuning in. Hey girl, hey. Let's connect on um let's connect over on Instagram. All right. So, hey girl, hey, happy Saturday. While we're waiting for people to come on in, let me know how you are doing. So, whoever said hey girl, hey over on Facebook land, hey, happy Saturday. How are you guys doing over there? What are you up to today? And do you have any plans for the weekend? Hey, Rochelle. Hey, everybody. Hey, so if you see me looking this way and looking that way, you know the deal. I'm on both Instagram and I'm on Facebook as well. So I'm in the Stack Sisters Club on Facebook. So shout out to the Stack Sisters Club viewers that are tuning in. Today, our topic is healing through leaving. That is our topic of the day. This is our second episode of the Heal Girl Summer Series. And I want to start the show every day. I mean, every time we do the show with a stone, a healing stone. We said all is well, just relaxing. Okay, who am I speaking to? I think I'm talking to Renice. I am not sure, but I'm glad that you are relaxing. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? What are your plans for the weekend for those of you that are tuning in? And whoever's tuning in on Facebook, let me know if you can see and hear me okay. I think I got it right on Facebook. So the healing stone of the show today is strawberry quartz. I want to introduce you guys to new stones. I know we work with a lot of agates and hematite, but strawberry quartz is the healing stone for today's show. I'm going to show you a stack that we do have available on the site that is made with strawberry quartz. But first, I want to talk to you guys about the meaning behind the properties behind strawberry quartz. And when you have time, you can look it up yourself. But the strawberry quartz, it represents growth, passion, sexuality, love, and affection. So it's a powerful love vibration stone, but it does much more to benefit your life, right? So I want you, and it deals with love. It's a potent stone for love and emotional healing. And this quartz is important to today's episode. So this is perfect. You can see in here. So this is the strawberry quartz stack that we have on the site. And it has a charm that says, I love you. And look at that focal. And then it has another charm that says that self-love is priceless. And I will show you guys over here. So this is a strawberry quartz stone. And just so that you guys know, all of our ready to ship bracelets are size 7.5. However, they can be sized up or size down. You just simply have to, in the comments at checkout, let me know if you want it sized up or sized down. So we have this one, and we can add charms or we can remove charms because everybody slays their way. My light is going a little crazy. Everybody slays their way at Mommy Slays. So this is our stack of the show, and it's made with strawberry quartz. All right. So for those of you that are just tuning in, hey girl, hey, strawberry quartz has the healing properties to help with love, and it's an emotional stone. It helps with emotions. Okay. So today I want to talk about healing through leaving. Last week, if you missed last week's episode, we talked about spiritual baths with poet Niyamura. she was on, and make sure you catch the replay of last week's episode because Nia Mora did drop a special discount code exclusively to you guys, to our viewers. So make sure you catch that replay. I posted it in the Stack Sisters Club, and if you're on Instagram, it's in my feed on Instagram. So today we are talking about healing through leaving, and I want to talk about 3 different experiences. So first, let me back up. When it comes to the Heal Girl Summer Series, I wanted to be transparent. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are on different healing journeys. Type a 1 in the comment if you feel like you are currently on a healing journey right now. So if you type a 1 in the comment, if you feel like you're on a healing journey right now, and you could type a 2 in the comment if you feel like if you're not on a healing journey right now. So put a 1 in the comment if you feel like you're on a healing journey right now, and a 2 if you're not. So I want to talk about 3 different experiences with healing through leaving, and I could only speak on my personal experiences, guys. All right, so I got 1, I got a 2, and I got ones over on Facebook. So for those of you that are on a healing journey, there's 3 different experiences I want to talk about with healing through leaving. So the first one, I'm going to talk about temporary leaving, not permanently leaving, but just temporarily leaving. So specifically, I want to talk about slaycations. I call them slaycations, but they are staycations. Just a quick mini getaway. Let me know in the comments if you have ever taken a mini getaway. It could be time to yourself. It could be just a mini getaway, like a 1 night away, or it could be 2, but at least 1 night away where it was just you by yourself. Let me know. I'm going to wait because I know that there's a lag. So I'm waiting to see how you guys respond. And if I don't see ones, I'm assuming that you have never taken a mini getaway, and that is okay as well. So while I'm waiting for your responses, about every year, once a year, I do a staycation. And I have been doing this for about 3 years now. And the goal is to do it every quarter, but I've been doing it 3 years now. And I feel like, okay, so 2 people on Facebook have said they've taken a mini getaway. Let me know where you have gone for your mini getaway, for your staycation. So I've done it, and I haven't done it, I've done it once a year. And the reason why I wanted to talk to y'all about this is because when I shared it in my stories, I think it was in April, the week before the Slay Challenge. When I shared it in my stories, I got the most responses from a lot of moms stating that they thanked me for sharing the experience and that they feel guilty about doing a mini getaway. So one person said that they went to Florida. Okay, cool. And where are you now? Because remember, I can't see your name. If it's Renice, I know where you are. But Florida, cool. So doing a mini getaway helps you. Doing a temporary mini getaway can help with healing, because when you get away, you are able to free your mind. Especially, and it doesn't matter if you are a mom, but I can only speak as a mom right now, but a mom, a dad, whoever you are, sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a break from your kids. Sometimes your kids need a break from you. And sometimes you just need a break from life or whatever. And the best ideas, the best things come to me when my mind is clear. Okay. So I started those staycations because I kind of felt like it's hard for me to be away from my kids. I'm not used to being away from them. So I felt like a 1 day getaway was going to be okay. And for my moms in the chat, every time you are out by yourself, what's the first question that people ask you? When you are out by yourself, this actually happened to me today. When you are out by yourself, what is the first question that people ask you? Let me know. What do people ask you when they see you out by yourself? After they greet you, what's the first question that they ask you? I'm going to wait for the response. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, put a question mark in the chat. All right. So the first question, if you got this, you got it right. The first question that people usually ask me when they see me without the kids is, where are the kids? Or do you have the kids with you? Or it's always about the kids. Okay. Hey, Linda. So I was saying, what's the first question that people see after they greet you, when they see you without the kids? What is the first question that they ask you? And I was saying, I was expecting an answer along the lines, where's the kids? And I know that I had some grandparents over here in the chat. And if you're used to being with, if you're always seeing with your grandkids, they might ask you, where are the grandkids? Where's so and so, right? So I feel like as women, at times, we have a hard time doing a mini getaway, a temporary getaway, because we are so used to and expected to always be with the kids. Right. So Linda says me and the grandkids, right? So they're like, where are the kids? Where are the babies? And by doing a getaway doesn't mean that you don't care about your kids. I love my babies, but sometimes I need a break from them, because those of you that know, I am a stay at home mom. I am home with them all day. Right. So sometimes mommy needs a break. So when I'm going to the grocery store, I'm not trying to go to the grocery store with Cairo, my 4-year-old, because I'm going to go over budget, because Cairo is going to want all the snacks. He is a snacker. Okay. So the first part with healing through leaving is doing a mini getaway. That's a temporary way to try to heal, to try to work on you, to quiet your mind, to grow, right? And the second part with healing through leaving can be is not can be, it is more of a permanent way. So remember, I'm speaking on my experiences. So who in here has ever had a job that they couldn't stand? Let me know in the chat if you can relate. You could drop an emoji, you could drop something. Have you ever had a job that you were just like, I gotta go, this is not going to work out? Let me know in the chat. So for me, based on my experiences, there's been a few jobs that I've had, and it was like, this is not the job for me. I wasn't happy. Linda's like, yes. And it was messing with my mental health. And I'm being transparent. For those of you that know me, I am an educator, and I got a gentle nudge to talk about this. My little sister kind of put me on blast, and she's like, you don't really talk about or share your shame on leaving teaching. I love teaching. My students are my world. I wish I could claim them all on my taxes. Like, I love teaching. I love being an educator. However, the pandemic really opened up my eyes. It always opened up I always knew that educators were disrespected, but it really, really opened up my eyes. When the pandemic first happened, it was fine when we were teaching online, but it was when it was time to return back to the classroom, and the expectations to me seemed like they had quadrupled, and people forgot that teachers were human and they were people too. That is when my eyes were open, and it was taking a toll on me. And this had nothing to do with who I was working for necessarily. My boss was great. My team was wonderful, but the job, the system, my eyes were opened up to a lot. And I felt like I had to exit. And at the time, I was pregnant with Maya. Or let me back up. I wanted to exit before, but then when I got pregnant with Maya, it was really like a push. And I feel like every time I have a baby, every time I've been pregnant, my children, they help me out in one way or another, where they somewhat open up my third eye and make me more aware and make me more confident in certain areas. And so I feel like with Maya, she was like, mommy, you gotta go. Like, you're gonna be home with me and you gotta go. And that was very a tough decision, because I am used to being the breadwinner of my family. I'm used to having been independent all the time, fully independent, but it was taking a toll on my mental health. And I decided that I had to leave teaching at that time. So last summer, I quit. Um, and I decided to try to take at least a year, hopefully longer, to be home with my baby, but leave teaching alone for now. No, I love it. So I love it a lot, but the way that it was going, it was not good for my mental health. And in order to heal and to work on me and to prioritize my mental health, that is something that I had to decide to leave. And thank you, Sunshine. Sunshine says, good for you. It hasn't been easy. Um, but I feel like it was the best decision for me at the time. And I'm thankful that I have been able to do it. And I do need to give credit where credit is due. Like my children's father, he is great with the kids so that I am able still to tend to my business. But it wasn't easy to do. And that's part of healing, like having the faith when you know that something just isn't for you and you have to leave in order to get something better. And there's other examples that I have in my personal life where I have had to leave a job, but I wouldn't say it was that I quit. With Cairo, I took a break. Well, let's back up. I'm going to be honest. With Cairo, I got laid off at 7 months pregnant. And when my boss at the time was trying to find another placement for me and doing everything in his power to do that, I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm going to be home with the baby. I take this as a blessing in disguise. But before that, I had to quickly shift roles and gave my set realistic goals like, okay, I'm not going to be here for this long. I have a deadline where I would like to leave because this is just not the work environment for me. And I've done that like 2, maybe 3 times, and I have succeeded at that goal. And so that has helped me with healing because it helped me to prioritize my mental health. And my therapist helped me with the goal because she could tell the toll that it was taking on me as well. And so helped me with a plan. So that's number 2, the second example I'm sharing with you. I'm going to share 3 examples with you today. So the first example, for those of you that came on a little late, the first example was temporary leaving by having like a staycation. Okay, that was the first example because a lot of people sometimes have a hard time temporarily leaving their home to do a staycation. And when I say temporary leaving for my mamas, I'm talking about without your kids. I'm talking about by yourself, going out exclusively by yourself. And if you're a mama who might not have a lot of family or you are far away from your family, I challenge you, if you do not go out a lot by yourself or not able to do a staycation at this time, go on a date. Try to go on a date, take yourself out on a date. And that helps with your healing, can help with your healing journey too. And the second one was permanently leaving a job that didn't serve you. We had a couple of people in the chat that could relate. Okay. And I know Sunshine just came on, and I don't know if you could relate, Sunshine, to having to chuck up your deuces to a toxic work environment because it just wasn't for you, or it might have not been the best thing for your family. And that's something that I didn't share. It was really hard for me as an educator to give my all and teach have a caseload over 100 students and teach them and pour into them every single day, teaching them how to read, teaching them foundational skills. And then you go home and you don't have energy to read your own a book. That was hard. That was really, 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 really hard. Hey, boo. That was really, really hard. So those are the 2 examples. Let me get a number 3 in the chat so I know that you guys are with me and I can get a feel for the lag. Let me get a number 3 in the chat if you are ready for the third example on healing through leaving. So drop a 3 in the chat if you're still with me and you want the third example on healing through leaving. And while I wait on that 3 in the chat, hey, I see some of y'all coming in. While I wait for that 3 in the chat, those of you that were a little tardy to the party, you're right on time. Our healings, we're doing a stack of the show for the Heal Girl Summer Series, and we highlighted strawberry quartz. So this is a strawberry quartz stack. It is on the site. The charms say self love and I love you. It's like a I love you note to itself. Um, it's a really, really powerful stone, and it helps with love, and it helps with your emotion. And look it up. Look up strawberry quartz. All right, so I'm getting some threes. So you're a redhead now. I want to see. I want to see. So I'm getting some threes. So you guys are ready for the third one. So the third one, I haven't really shared with everybody, but you know that I'm very transparent. So the third one is leaving a relationship that no longer serves you. So everybody, a lot of my stack sisters are some are single, some are looking to date, some are dating, some are married, some are divorced. Everybody is in a different space, and that's okay. And I know that we all can relate. We all have been in a relationship that did not serve us. Okay. And so by you wouldn't be surprised, and I know some of you could speak through to this, how healing it is to leave a relationship that no longer serves you. So at this time, and I said I can only speak from my own experience. At this time, myself and my husband have decided to separate. We have decided to co-parent. And living in the same household. He truly is a good person. He's a good father, but however, we're not evolving as a couple, as the way that I had envisioned to be. And it has been a healing process. And I am going through the healing journey still to realize that sometimes when you let go of something that you have been holding on to and you just know, it has been healing for me to realize what I don't deserve and what I do deserve. I hope I'm making sense. Sunshine says that she peeps that. So what I said, the children of my father. Yes, the father of my children. Yes. So I hope that that makes sense. But sometimes we tend to hold on to things or old dreams or visions that we had. Um, and it's not healing, it's not therapeutic for us. Sometimes we have to let go, and that could be the old job, that could be societal beliefs, that could be the relationship, and then there's healing behind that thing that we have decided. Yes. So Linda says vision versus reality. Exactly. So by doing that, by taking the step to leave, is where I realized, like, okay, there's things that just was not were not okay that I accepted. And this is not to bash anybody or anything like that, because I'm not perfect either, but it took leaving to realize that some of those things were not acceptable. Thank you for whoever is giving me the hearts. Well, I got hearts on both places, so thank you so much for the hearts and for the love. And I just had to be transparent and share those three things, because some people, or there's somebody, or let me back up. Before, this has been a journey. Every life is a journey for everybody, right? And so before I even decided that, I want to say about 3 years ago, I started therapy. And I went to my therapist and I said to my therapist, I am thinking about getting a divorce, but I just want to make sure that I take care of my mental health first before making this decision, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't me. And I was going to do everything that I had to do to work on me. And so for the past 3 years, I have religiously been going to therapy. And if you know anything about therapy, y'all, therapy is work. It is not sitting on the couch and just putting all your business on the streets for somebody to listen to. It's not venting, it's an accountability, it's homework. They provide you with resources, but it's up to you to actually utilize the resources and to actually put in the work, right? So that has been my journey. But me actually deciding, like, okay, this is not working the way that it is, and this is not okay, has been has been a healing journey for me, has been healing for me, to realize what I will no longer stand for. Linda says safe space, but you have to participate. Absolutely. You bring up that's a good point. Like, you have to put in the work, or else it's going to like defeat the purpose of doing the therapy. And so that's what I've been doing. I have been putting in the work. And that is part of the Heal Girl Summer series. Healing does not look the same for everybody. It truly is a journey. Healing is not easy. If you think healing, I'm talking about healing from the emotional standpoint, but if you think about physical healing, it's not something that happens overnight. And you really, 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 really need to put in the self love. And it's just so crazy, like how at the time, like, I started working with healing stones, not even knowing that I would be going on my own healing journey. So those are the three different experiences. And thank you so much for the love. The three different experiences that I wanted to share with you. There's much, much more, but I just wanted to come and talk about the power of healing behind leaving. If y'all have any questions, let me know if you have any questions before I hop off. But I hope that this was beneficial to you or someone. That's my goal. Even if I just touch somebody that tunes into the Heal Girl Summer series. If you guys are interested in the stack that I shared, it's on the site. If you're interested in the Heal Girl Summer kits, they go out on Tuesday. They have a surprise healing stone anklet. They have a surprise healing stone stack, a beaded pen, and a digital journal to help you while on your healing journey. All of that is on the website, mommyslays.com. So you said me summer kit. You want a summer kit? Okay, I'll drop the link. I'm moving really slow because y'all, my computer has to go to the shop. I have to keep it charged. My Chromebook, I have to keep it charged. If I don't keep it charged, it will die. So I don't want to make a sudden turn and then it cuts off. So I'm gonna drop that link in the chat for you, Linda. Any other question? Any questions, guys? So let's see. It's the Heal Girl Summer Kit. And thank you so much for the hearts. It doesn't have a fancy picture or anything yet, but you guys will like it. Hey, babe. Hey, Saraya. All right, I'm dropping the kit link in the chat for you, Linda. There you go. Some of my ladies on have already got it. But yes, those were the three different examples through healing, through leaving. Hey, beautiful, right back at you. So real quick recap, we were talking about temporary leaving. I shared my staycations with you guys, me just getting away to clear my mind so far I've only done it for a night. And I challenge those of you that haven't done this to take yourself out on a date. Do it, just temporarily get away from all the noise. And then the second thing was leaving a toxic work environment. And I shared my story on that, so you could catch the replay on that. And then the third one was leaving a relationship that no longer serves you. And I shared my story on the decision to leave my relationship that is not serving me at this time. So, you were like, what are we talking about? Okay, so I answered your question without even seeing it. But yes, we're talking about healing through leaving, right? Yes, we all in a bunch of toxic BS. Right. Not anymore though. So if they said, I'm reading a comment, even though my healing journey is not like any other, just listening to you helps me out a lot. Yandel, you know my story. Oh, thank you so much. I think that's Renice. Yes, Renice, I know your story. I know a lot of your stories, and I am so proud. I'm so proud of you. And I hope that you, when you're ready, you share your story in the safe space inside of the Stack Sisters Club when you're ready, right? There's a question in the inbox. Oh, you good, girl. Thank you for reminding me about the inbox. Um, So Sunshine says, is your divorce going smoothly? If so, do you think you doing therapy first played a part in that? So I've decided now on divorce is separation. And to me, it is going smoothly. And yes, that's a good question. Sunshine, therapy definitely played a good part on it. I have just grown so much as a communicator, and my therapist is unique because she only works with Black women, and she does not work with, like, she's not a couples therapist or anything like, or a marriage therapist or anything like that. But she has provided me with like tools to be able to express my needs. And that's all part of my healing journey as well. So yes, that therapy has definitely helped me to realize where I need to be and that I need to do better. So therapy is one of the components that help me. Another component that has helped me, she's on the chat right now. Hey girl, hey Soraya, if you are still on, she has helped me. My life coach slash spiritual coach. Is she's there too, and this is something that like I have mentally checked out from for a while ago, but now we're doing the physical part. So Saraya was talking about, she said divorce is only good if you truly cut ties. True. And she says that, but you can be divorced and still accepting toxic ish. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So and my circle has been helpful as well. So those are some of those things. I hope that I answered that question as well. And thank you for letting me know there was a question in the box. I keep forgetting about the box below. And Renee said yes, she will share her healing story in the group when she's ready. And we are looking forward to it because I'm a strong believer of sharing your shame, guys. That's why I'm coming on here. I don't believe in putting my business on the streets or nothing like that, but I do believe in sharing my shame because my story can help somebody else. In the same way that my story can help somebody else, your story can help somebody else too. So that's why I do tell you guys you can share as much as you want, okay, in the Stack Sisters Club or wherever you choose to. All right. Any other questions for me, guys, before I hop on off? Next week, I'm trying to think about the date. Yes, next week we are going to actually have a licensed clinician on, and we are going to talk about inner child. We have some dope guests coming up for the rest of the Heal Girl Summer series. Sometimes it'll be just me, sometimes it will be a special guest. But that's what we're going to have to look forward next week to talk about the inner child. Later, we're going to talk about triggering. Then we're going to talk about healing through photos. Like, we have a dope lineup for you guys. Thank you so much for the love, for whoever is showing me love. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all don't have any other questions, I am going to head out. I'll wait a little bit because I know that there's a lag, but I appreciate y'all coming on and slaying with me today. Okay. And for those of you, again, that came on a little tardy to the party, we have our Heal Girl Series summer kits that go out on Tuesday. They include a healing stone stack. That's a set of bracelets with affirming charms, and a healing stone anklet, a beaded pen, and a digital journal. So you could grab that on the site, mommyslays.com. And our healing stack of the show was the strawberry quartz, which aligned with the show. This is a stone for emotions and love. The charm says self-love priceless. And then there's a little notepad that says, I love you. Okay, so there's one of these on the site if you want that. All right, so thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. I am going to exit. I'm going to hop off, guys. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And thanks again for tuning in. Bye. Bye, Facebook.